Today marks 1592nd day of the lessons, day reflections. And today I speak about identity. I was speaking about nervous system and stages of nervous system, and I was thinking that it very, very well ties with identity. Because there is stages of identity as well. And who we think we are and why we think we are. And I think that if we are in the first stage, we'll never achieve greatness. If you really want to pursue something that is meaningful for us and significant for others, that you're able to contribute, feel joyful, meaningful, present, still, and all those beautiful words, experience bliss. I think that we need to really develop ourselves through identity stages as well. So they'll share 5 stages that potentially we could be in regarding our identity and who we think we are. And we need to move from stage 1 to stage 5. And I think that I've been in all of them, and that's why I truly believe that it's very, very important to understand that you are able to change the way how you see yourself. So number one, and the easy one to understand, is inherent identity. And this is I am what I was given. So when you think about this is who I am, that I was smart, maybe, and this is probably easiest to understand that what your parents say you are, what your friends said you are, and sometimes we can what your culture said you are. That means culture, family beliefs, all those things will label you in one way or another. Now, the question is, will you accept it? Will you accept it to belong in that? And this is probably one of the scariest things is that we start to put our mask that early from family beliefs that we all almost forgot about it. We don't even remember, but at some point we start to believe the things that is actually not true about ourselves. And we lived by it for so long. And I think that's why it's very, very important to review our beliefs as early as it could be, so just to make sure that we're able to really remove beliefs that is not doesn't serve about ourselves. So first one, stage is inherited identity, that we accept other people beliefs about ourselves, and that we call it identity. Number two, reactive identity. And this is common is I'm not that. So that means it's like who you are. I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. If you're not all those, so who you truly are. And I think that sometimes it's easier to say that who you are not rather than saying who you are. Now, saying that you're not something, you a lot of times is it shows rebellion. People, even other family beliefs, they say this is who you are, and they say no, I'm not that kind of thing. I don't know who I am yet, but I'm not that what you're saying I am. And this is rebellion because I don't want to be that person that you say that I am. And I think that it's maybe not perfect stage, but at some point, maybe you need to have that rebellion to say that you can say whatever you want about me, but you're not inside of me. You have no idea what's going within me, so you are not able to really give 100%. Of course, my behavior may be was saying one thing because I didn't know who I am, but now I'm changing and I delivered. I am developing clarity within myself. I'm able to really achieve the things that it is. This stage feels powerful because a lot of times, like, this is for sure not me. But again, we're not supposed to stay here. Number three is aspirational identity. That's where we moving, moving something that really is something that is it's that you're able to really hold in your hand. And as you look into your, and this is to say, I want to become that. I want to become that. So that means that you look into mentors or leaders, model mentors, and then we look at I'm inspired to be that way. I inspired to do the action that he did. So that means that you look into it, and that's a great stage because now you consciously choose the ideal that you want to pursue, the ideal identity that you want to be in. Your values, your beliefs, your aspirations might be shaped by the model, by the mentor that you really truly admire, and you would love to be like this. And this is a great place to be in. Great place to be in because that's where you really look into okay, what could I do today to develop that? But a lot of times there's still emotions that is not the best imposters. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I'm able to achieve that. And sometimes that growth is quite fragile. It's a great place to start, unbelievable. to say like, I don't know what is my values. So borrow from the mentor. And live by those values for a long for a couple of years, maybe even until you understand what is your value. So it's a great starting point, but you still will need to develop your own aspiration within you. Number four, and that is integrated identity. And that's when you say, this is who I am. And that's, of course, a stage. It's totally different because number three was, I want to become that. And now you say, this is who I am. That's totally different. That means that you already know who you truly are, and now you're developing who you truly are. That brings courage, brings confidence, gives clarity. How much better you think you will achieve things that you want to achieve when you say that this is who I am, right? And this is what who I'm becoming. Both are great, but of course, when you say that when your discipline is baseline, when your standards are internal, when the boundaries are automatic, all those changes when you really say this is who I am, you don't need the validation to act anymore. Because sometimes you can seek validation from a mentor, like seek approval. But now this is who I am. You don't need approval, external approval. The only approval that you need is within yourself, and you're able to get it every single day. And the last one, even more powerful stage, is self-ordered, self-ordered identity. I choose who I become next. And this is a beautiful thing. That means that you know yourself so well. Your awareness is such a high level. You have such a great clarity within yourself. You give yourself stillness. Your nervous system is in great shape. And now, because of that, you know who you are. But beyond that, now you know exactly who you want to become next. I choose to become next. I know who I will become next. You, because when you know who you are, you start developing, okay, this is my aspiration based on my calling, based on my dedication. This is who I will need to become to achieve my vision. And you choose to become next based on a vision that you have set for yourself. Not based on a mentor who has a beautiful thing, but maybe there always will be some misalignment with you. Just there's no 100% people all the time. But now when you develop yourself, that awareness so much and you have the clarity, all the things necessary to really know exactly what's your vision, what's long-term vision. At that moment, you know exactly who you're willing to become, and you choose to become that person, and you act daily to become that. That's the highest level when we think about identity. You know who you are, because sometimes you know who you are, but you're not doing anything to really change yourself. This is fourth stage. But number five is when you really know who you are and you know and you choose who to become next, even better version of yourself. So if we reflect as well, like within those five stages, where do you feel that you are right now? Because I think that that's I still been majority of my life, to be honest. I've been in stage three, aspirational. I used to have always leaders to aspire, like John C. Maxwell, Ed Milet. Like this is the leaders that I want to become like. And I think that's I'm still in number three stage. I think that I still working on stage four, and of course, if you're not stage four, you're not able to work yet on stage five. But it's a beautiful knowing that awareness that there is even better ways to live. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.